everyone, Jason Catrone here.
Carlos Santiago.
And we are Vocal Lab Collective.
These beautiful mugs.
I love these mugs.
We're gonna keep plugging them in until you come begging for more.
I know. Let's start a mug revolution.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
They should all say Vocal Lab Collective on them.
Yeah.
And have our faces. We need them with our faces, actually.
Yeah.
Little characters.
Mug shots.
Oh,
hey, that's pretty good.
I see what he did there. Speaking of shots, take that finger and hit that button. Shoot down on that subscribe right away. Bam, bam, bam. We want you to follow along and be a part of everything we're doing over here at Vocal Lab.
The podcast.
Which we have a lovely podcast that you should check out.
Filming for it later.
We are. Today we're doing a whole filming of a content today. Content day. For those of you who don't know, we pile up our content because we don't live in the same house. We don't. Shelby doesn't live with us.
Shelby teleports.
She teleports,
from the other side of town.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're all busy doing coaching and singing.
I drive my little truck.
I so wish you did.
Wouldn't that be funny?
That was one of my favorite things in LA, hearing those little trucks come by every day, selling all the foods.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so good.
Speaking of so good, what are we reacting to today?
We are back to Coke Studio.
Oh yeah,
love it.
We love some Coke Studio. We should have Coca-Colas while we do Coke Studio.
Oh, I know. We should do that.
I randomly have 2 bottles of Coke in my. I never drink soda, but I have 2 bottles of Coke in my refrigerator.
Oh, nice.
That I got from an event, like the glass bottles.
Ooh, nice.
I should have pulled them out for this.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right, so we're watching two.
Here we go. Hey. Excuse me.
I'm into it already.
That instrument is so freaking cool.
Yeah, what is that? Tell us, uneducated folk.
Looks so old. Oh, dang, that's sick. What? I freaking love that.
Oh, they're bringing in the beat.
Yep. Sick.
Also, can we just appreciate the great fades that they have too?
Oh, they do have great fades.
Fade gang. I need to go get a haircut. Oh, so good.
I want to see this live. This is so good.
This is cool. I have a feeling, I mean, obviously, it might be obvious for all of you who have seen this before, but I think this might be an instrumental version of one of their songs. Like strictly instrumental.
Just strictly instrumental? I'm down with that. It's so good on that. You know that is not easy to play.
Oh, no way. These castles, man. Yes. I'll tell you this.
Okay, that was so cool.
I'll tell you this. Other reactors would have avoided this video because there was.
Stop it!
Because, as I was rudely interrupted, because there's no singing, but I would argue that there was a lot of singing happening there.
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
And but here's why. Here's why. Every other instrument aside the voice, I cannot tell you how many times I hear people saying that when they talk about the level of expression, they always bring it back to the voice. They want sing the phrase as you're playing through it. Because the voice is so expressive, right?
Right.
You know, and I grew up hearing my dad say that he learned from a teacher that the voice was the only instrument that's both a wind and a string instrument because of the vocal cords, and the process of phonation and air. And so it was the
Ask
most...
your other reactors out there if they know what phonation is.
Yeah,
that'll
exactly.
tell you a lot.
So the voice being the most noble instrument, it's often drawn to as the base level of comparison for other instruments to sing the phrase because of the level of expression. And I think that they did that. And you could hear that.
They absolutely did that.
You could hear that in the violin, that he was playing a lot of those traditional licks that are usually sung by these artists. So he was taking those melodies that are sung and expressing them through the violin and through the other instrument. And I think that's
Carlos.
super freaking cool.
All right, I see what you did. Hey, that just shows brilliance right there. Come on. You just laid that out.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Way better than my dancing just then. I don't know what the heck. I don't know what that was.
I also think that's the first instrumental we've ever reacted to on the channel.
Yeah, first. But not the last.
Not the last, because that was really
unbelievable.
So dang cool.
So cool.
My question I wanted to ask you was, obviously, I think the violin came from Europe, correct?
Yes.
I think. Obviously, the instrument that we don't know the name of came from probably India or Pakistan or somewhere in that region of the world, right? Where'd the guitar start? Was that European too?
I'm trying to remember.
Or even before Europe was Europe?
Yeah, I actually...
I asked
might have been Greek.
Might be in Greek because Carlos is a amazing guitar
some of the original instruments from there might have been Greek.
Okay.
There were definitely other ones that have roots in like early. There's been different iterations of it, but the guitar as we know it now has evolved obviously throughout the years. But I mean, obviously there are similar instruments
in all cultures.
In all cultures, and Chinese music. That little, the one that he was plucking. There's one that's similar sounding. It's very very different. But in my feeble mind, obviously the things that we can't explain, we try to grasp for descriptors to help us understand. And so that's why we say some of these things. It's not meant to be offensive. It's just like, oh, it's this, like for us, like if someone hears Jason's vocal and they're like, oh, they might not be able to country crooner, but they'll say like, oh, I hear a little bit of country, but not really, but I hear a little bit of jazz and some of those old standards. And so we grasp for what we understand in order to express what we don't, and
that's so true. So don't hate us out there if we didn't understand fully. We're learning from this, which is the fun part for us, right? But it's also cool. I'm gonna drop some heat. This is a little life lesson as well. What we just talked about right there. All these instruments around the world, there are similarities, even though they're very different. And their makeup and how they look, and even little iterations of how they sound. It's just like us as people. We are all different, yet we are all the same. Bam! I just dropped that. So love your fellow neighbors out there. Hit some love on this video, share it, spread it, and we'll keep reacting to them. Yeah, because we love doing this for you guys. This was awesome. I love this.
So great.
First instrumental reaction right here. And we made it sing, because that's what we do. Until next time, I'm Jason Catrone.
Carlos Santiago.
We're a Vocal Lab Collective.